I'm visiting with John Butcher, who I've had a relationship musically with since 1998. And our duo tours tend to, every time we go through a period of intense playing, we get to this new level of interaction. Because when you're improvising with the same people over and over again and you're trying to not repeat things and not go to the same place, eventually you get to a place where you wonder if you can get past repeating yourself. And that intense concentration to try to break through really happens when you're doing it nonstop for several days or a week or whatever. So in this case, we've done several shows already, and we're getting to that point where the breakthroughs, starting to happen, and we can get to the new level of playing together or find new things that we haven't explored before. And that's what I'm hoping tonight will have that kind of energy. Please welcome Gino Robair and John Butcher. Although I play the drums, I try to deconstruct them, and I spend a lot of time with drums, but not playing them as drums, finding a different way to approach them. Sometimes sculpturally, by stacking items on top of each other, and that becomes the performance as things topple or as things are kind of moving, and you hear little sounds. It can be very subtle sounds, but by stacking them and working with them sculpturally, it gets me away from thinking of it as just something to hit, and there's only one thing to do. When you hit it, it makes one sound. So I'm trying to find, what else can you do with it besides hit? You can drag it and put things on top of it. So one reason I like to work with John Butcher is he's very enthusiastic about that approach. Typically when a drummer plays in a group, especially with saxophones, they would like the drummer to just provide energy behind them for the saxophones to solo over, or whomever to solo over. In this case, I can explore anything I want at the moment, and John is working with the saxophone in a very similar way, trying to find the next level of what the saxophone can do other than just play, scales or play melodies and things like that. So he's got a really unique approach to it that has always resonated with me ever since I first heard it. So tonight will be the extension of that, both of us trying our expanding our instruments while at the same time really paying attention and focusing on what our duo makes. I'm thinking of line and direction where I want to take something rather than event. And how I see that line and direction is based on what's happening around me. So when I'm working with somebody that I'm fully in sort of resonance with, it feels like I'm not actually playing with somebody else. It just feels like it's just happening. Sort of like when composers or singer-songwriters or whoever say that the inspiration just comes through them. It feels like that. I think in terms of working with John, it's very much like that. It just sort of comes through. When it's really working, it just feels effortless and it can just keep flowing.